Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. In this video, we're looking at the NBA slate for Wednesday. We got a huge slate today, so let's go ahead and get right into it. As always, appreciate you guys to the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. So looking off at the point guard plays today, we got a couple guys above 10K. Westbrook, Luka, Steph Curry, all above 10.5. Out of those three, I would probably Westbrook would be the best option going up against this Sacramento Kings team. Has been playing a lot better. This game should be an absolute shootout. And it's a late night hammer, which is always fun to target. So I got to go Westbrook's my favorite. I don't really want to go to Luka or Steph that much today. Steph is 10-5, so we need like 60 out of him at least. He's been doing that recently. He made 10 threes last game. He's definitely playable, but his price tag has come up where it's been recently. Luka's price tag has also come up a little bit, and between Luka and Westbrook, it's definitely been Westbrook who's been playing the best. So I got to go Westbrook as the top end guy. But I think you can save some money and go down to a De'Aaron Fox. Also get you that 60-point upside. You'll probably come in at low ownership because nobody ever likes paying this much for De'Aaron Fox except for me, and it's been working out great. Playing huge minutes, 39 minutes last couple games. If Buddy Hield is still out, just more usage. They're not going to have Holmes today. Is doubtful, so that team already plays a tight rotation and could be looking at another very tight rotation for them today with all these potential injuries. So Fox, I got to go to him at 96. Keep an eye on the Charlotte news. If Rozier is out again, you can look to some value, but we'll see on that. Got a ton of injury news on the slate. We'll probably get a lot more before it starts. Kyle Lowry, 76. He looks good today. They might have Siakam or Anunoby or one of those other guys out for rest on a back-to-back like they have been the last week or so. So if one of those guys sits, Lowry looks even better. You can go down to, or go up a little bit to a John Wall at 8K. Had another terrible shooting game, which has kind of been the story of his season. 5 of 20, that's not going to get the job done. Before that, he shot the ball well in his two previous games. He's still getting huge usage and still playing big minutes. I think it's worth the shot. Good price tag, and this Indiana team has been giving up a ton of points recently, so we could see the Rockets actually score some points tonight. And then for value, you can go down to a John Morant 71 or a Brogdon at 71. And then in the 6K range, it's basically Halliburton if there's no Hield. You can take a shot on tournaments on Kevin Porter Jr., Devontae Graham if there is no Terry Rozier today. And then the value range, maybe Teo Maledon, maybe Cole Anthony, although he's been coming off the bench. Hopefully, comes back into the starting lineup soon. It is a good spot against Chicago. And that's kind of the main guys. If you needed to go cheap here, you can look to like Kendrick Nunn at 46 without Oladipo has been starting. He's an okay value. We'll probably get some better value as the day goes on. And then all the way down here, I have some more value from the Denver side with Campazzo should start today with Jamal Murray. Unfortunately, tearing his ACL and he's out for the rest of the year. So just see Campazzo play good minutes in the 20s, maybe low 30s. And you can also take a shot on Monty Morris at 38. But I would probably go with Campazzo, just assuming that he'll start like he did when Murray was out for previous couple games. Like him a lot at 37. I mean, that's just kind of a great value play. He's a guy that can get you minutes in the high 20s, low 30s. Now, it could get you like low teens in DraftKings points, which would be disappointing, but I think he has the upside to get you in the 20s, high 20s, and that would be great at only 3,700. Shooting guard, we'll see if Kyrie Irving returns against Philly. Hopefully he does. He got Paul George 9K. He's been playing great basketball. Hopefully Kawhi is back. Could see maybe they decide to play Kawhi today and they give Paul George a rest day. Who knows with the Clippers. I think you can go down to Bradley Beal. He's $8,700. It's a great spot against Sacramento. This is going to be one of the highest scoring games on the slate. You're going to want to target a couple of pieces. And I do like Bradley Beal a lot. Price tag is cheap, 87 compared to 11K for Westbrook, and spot where the Wizards could put up like north of 125 points, and if they do that, I feel confident that Beal will score like 35, 40 real-life points. So I love Bradley Beal at a very nice price tag in a tremendous spot, especially when you got a lot of guys below him that are out and not playable. So it just makes it a little bit easier to go up to a Bradley Beal or a Zach LaVine or a Paul George. Devontae Graham, still a great value at 65. You can go to Buddy Hield if he plays, just stack that game up a little bit. Halliburton, if Hield is out, is definitely in play. And then for value, it's like Will Barton at 54. He's just going to play. These minutes are going to be super secure, 36 to 38, potentially. And the shot attempts are going to be there now. And the usage will be there as well. So he's a guy to consider at a reasonable price tag. And then same kind of value, like Campazzo is a value play, Monty Morris is a value play, Luke Kennard is a value piece at 43, Gary Harris is an okay value, but I'd rather go to Campazzo. And then you also have Karis LeVert here. He looks fine at 7,400. Moving over to small forward, it is Luka is 10-9. I don't think I'll get to him on this slate. Hopefully Kawhi plays 97. Even if he does play, I'm not going to play him at that price tag. Could look to Ingram at 86, but his price tag is quickly rising, but there is no Lonzo today, so Ingram and Zion are going to continue to get huge usage on the team. I kind of like Michael Porter Jr. today. At 7,200 bucks, this is a guy that's kind of been coming into his own recently. The shot attempts are through the roof, 21-23 last 2 games. He's been playing big minutes. Malone is finally trying to give him some big minutes, which is great to see. He's a guy that can get you a double-double. Even bringing in Aaron Gordon, it's been Porter who's been getting a lot more rebounds. 9, 11, 10, 10. He shoots the 3 a lot. He can drive. Just make some plays, and he's a scorer, and they're going to need some scoring now with Jamal Murray, unfortunately, on the shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in at small forward. It's a reasonable price tag for a guy that gives you 40, 45 point upside. You could save some money, go to Buddy Hield if he plays, or go to Terrence Ross. Both of those guys are definitely playable. You could go to Aaron Gordon if you wanted to save some money at 57. I think he will look better today than he did previously. And if you needed to go cheaper here, Jeremy Grant is back, so that kind of takes Sadiq Bey out of consideration. Thank God, because I was tired of picking between the Pistons with Grant out. And then, I mean, that's kind of it. I don't really see anybody down here, unless we get some guys out. Maybe Harris, but he's never fun to play. Power forward is Zion. He's sitting at almost 10K 99, so we need 60 out of him. It's a tough spot against the Knicks. They've been playing good defense, and they play slow. So I'm not really sure about going all the way up to Zion here. Randall looks okay at 95. Durant against Philly. His minutes got up to 27. If we get word that he could approach 30 minutes today, I think he would be a tremendous option, especially if there is no Kyrie Irving. So keep an eye on that news. That would make Durant look great as a pay-up. You could go down here a little bit to a... Could look to a... Kevin Love ended up playing like 30 minutes. 31 minutes after, on a back-to-back too, which was super crazy to see. But if he's going to get over 30 minutes now, I mean, he's got to take some considerations with him at a good price tag at 6,400 bucks. Harrison Barnes, if there is nobody healed, it'll just have to be like the second scorer on the team, so he looks a little bit better. And then you can go cheaper here, see if some guys down here look appealing. My favorite is Jalen McDaniels. Just continues to be a productive piece of the Hornets rotation, playing big minutes. If Washington is out or Rozier is out, his minutes are going to be even more secure like they were yesterday. Just got to like him at this price tag. He gives you a lot of upside, and he's actually a good player. Fills up all areas of the stat sheet. At center, you have Jokic, 10-6. He's going to have to do more scoring, more assist plays. He's the favorite spend up on the slate. You have Embiid as a potential pivot at $10,000. You have Sabonis, who looks good against Houston, at 9,100. You have Valanciunas, who's been playing out of his mind recently. 53, 70, 50, 43. Been a double-double machine all season. He's been scoring a lot more, and the minutes are now very high. He was playing like 26, 27, 26, 22, and now they're up to 34, 32, 36. Really good to see. It's a spot against Dallas, who plays pretty big. He only put up 31 DraftKings points earlier, but he shot 5 of 18, which is super rare for a guy that on the season is shooting 57%, so I'm going to go ahead and put him in. Price tag is still really reasonable. Looking at the centers in his range, I mean, I got to like Valanciunas more than any of these guys that are similarly priced. So rock with Valanciunas for another day. Let's go ahead and touch on FanDuel. On FanDuel, looking at the point guard options, you have Westbrook at 11.2. But I'd rather go down to a De'Aaron Fox, maybe a John Wall. I love those price tags on those two, especially Fox. Even though it's expensive, that just will take some people off of him. Then you can go down to a Kyle Lowry. He's only 7K. He looks a lot better on FanDuel. Ben Simmons is also only 7K. He's been sucking all season, especially since the All-Star break. But his price tag has gotten to a point where he definitely can take some shots. And then, see, depending on some injuries, if any of these guys are playable. Tim Maledon's always a tournament option. Anthony is a fine option. Campazzo's priced up to 46, so he's not that interesting. Go ahead and put in Fox again. Rock with him in a great spot. At shooting guard, I'm going to go to Bradley Beal. He's just super cheap on both sites, 87 and 8,500 for a guy that, they said he was on a limit last game and he ended up playing 36, so don't really trust the coach at all. He looks a lot better than some of these guys here in a similar range. I would rather play him over LeVert, over DeRozan, even though DeRozan's going back to Toronto, so you could use that narrative. We'll hopefully Sexton and Garland play today, because don't really want to play Dellavedova again. Devontae Graham is in play. If there's no Rozier, looks like a great option. You can go to Will Barton, 6K. Terrence Ross is a nice price tag at 57. Then you have Halliburton. If there is nobody healed today, he's in play as well. Over at small forward, you have Durant. If there's no Irving and his and his minutes kind of go up to 30, or we kind of get some inclination, he would be a great option. I like Ingram right now at 81. I like Michael Porter also at only $7,400. You could go cheap and go with the Bridges if there is still no Washington today, or you can try to save some money and go with Martin. One of these Martin twins had a great game yesterday. Was that Cody? Nope, it was Caleb Martin. So definitely could look to Caleb Martin if they are still missing Rozier and they're still missing Washington. And those are the value pieces to consider, but I don't really think there's anybody. Like Patrick Williams has been playing better like over the last week, but last couple games he's been bad, so I can't really recommend him. So right now I'll probably just go to Michael Porter again. I like the price tag still on both sites. Power forward, you have Zion. It's expensive. I might just go down to a Randall if you wanted to save some money. You could also go cheaper for a Christian Wood at 75, or Sabonis looks really good at 88. If Turner misses another game, you could go down to a Harrison Barnes at $6,000. Aaron Gordon looks appealing. McDaniel's also appealing. So a lot of guys to consider on FanDuel. The Charlotte News got to wait on the injuries. If they're missing Washington again, I'll plug in McDaniel's pretty confidently at $5,700. Don't know right now what they're gonna do with those guys, so I'll probably just stick to maybe Sabonis for now. I always like playing Sabonis, especially against Houston. It is a great spot. And then at center, you can go up to a Jokic, go up to an Embiid, or save some money and go to a Valanciunas, who's been killing it, $8,100. You also have some great value pieces. Wendell Carter looks good going up against his former team, especially if Bamba is out with an ankle injury. We'll just get a lot more minutes at center. Zubats is in play at $5,100, and then Moses Brown is priced all the way down to $4,700. I mean, I know he's been bad, but this is a sort of price tag where I will take a shot on him. He's still splitting some minutes with Bradley, but even if you give me 24, 25 minutes at this sort of price tag for a guy that is really productive when he's out there, double-double candidate, I'm going to go ahead and probably put him in with some confidence. 47 for Moses Brown looks like a great play at the center position. And that's it for the NBA pick. So thank you guys for watching. Best of luck today, and I'll catch you guys all next time. of the better value